Hey everyone, Coach on a Motorcycle here. It's my last day in Arizona, and look what a beautiful final morning walk that I get to have. This is a walk that I've done every day while I've been here, and I wanted to give you a little tour of this beautiful experience. Now, while I'm walking, I'm going to be talking about some of my current book projects. If you're not interested in those, please just enjoy some of these beautiful views. So 2025 has actually been an amazing year from a book writing perspective. The first one to be published was something that I wrote with my good friend, mentor, and colleague, David Love. And it's called Your Essential Guide to Effective Reflective Practice. That's a question that David and I have been interested in ever since we wrote a book together called Advanced Coaching Practice. And that book came out some years ago. And ever since then, we've been interested in how do coaches continue to learn, grow, and develop. So Your Essential Guide to Effective Reflective Practice, although it's not written for coaches only, is something where we explored that idea further, and it became clear to us that effective reflective practice is important for any individual who wishes to continue learning, growing, and developing so that they can be of better service to other people. Then, of course, there's the book Radical Listening, which I wrote with the inspirational Robert Biswas-Diener. It was a wonderful experience co-authoring that book with him, and it's had so much impact already, and Robert and I are loving the stories we're hearing from readers of the book about how radical listening is having an impact not only professionally but personally as well. And the notable thing about the book Radical Listening is its subtitle, The Art of True Connection. I think that's what the book is really all about. And now, later this month, the 4th edition of An Introduction to Coaching Skills is coming out. This is my most precious book because I wrote the first edition, I think, about a decade ago. And I've always cared about this book because I see it as a companion to people learning to become coaches. I've always written it with the hope and intention that it'll support people not only to learn how to coach better, but really to learn about themselves and think about not only what do we need to do, but how do we need to be so that we can support other people to acknowledge their own strengths and unlock their own potential. So those are the 3 books that will have been published in 2025. But at the same time, I'm working on a few other book projects, which I wanted to let you know about. The first that I want to mention is the New Leader's Guide to Coaching in Schools. It's building on a book that's already published, one that I co-authored with John Campbell. And so there's already a book called The Leader's Guide to Coaching in Schools. But this New Leader's Guide is co-authored with another one of my mentors and good friends, Jim Knight. And so this book, for me, when it does come out sometime in 2026, I think it's a beautiful bringing together of the various aspects of coaching in educational settings. So I do think it'll be a very important book for anyone who's interested in the use of coaching in schools. In addition to that, another meaningful project is a book called The Lotus of Thriving. And this is a book that brings together coaching psychology, positive psychology, and Buddhist philosophy and practice. I say it's a meaningful book for me because I'm learning so much in the process of co-authoring this with two really valued colleagues and friends, Nell Nugent and Diego Hangartner. So this is also a very important project, and of all the projects I've mentioned, I'm probably learning the most as I write this book with my dear colleagues. And the final one I want to mention, because this will also be out in 2026, is a book on a topic that I've been curious about now for many years. And this is a book called Coaching in Higher Education. It's an edited book that brings together best practice in the use of coaching at the university level. And again, there's so much learning in that. And I'm co-editing this book with my dear friend and colleague, Brittany Rahal. And I also think that this is going to be quite an impactful text, because what we're realizing is there is excellent practice in the use of coaching in the university sector. And I think this is the first time we're bringing it all together. And we're seeing that coaching is being used directly with university students. It's being used to support conversations between academics. It's supporting university leadership. I see huge potential for coaching in higher education. And I think that this book will highlight the potential and possibilities. So that's a brief overview of the book projects of 2025 and 2026. If you'd like to find out more, head over to my website, coachonamotorcycle.com.